Oh, shut up. Anyway, back down to the farm. It's been a while. I think the last video was the shed being empty. Drug them all out. Brother-in-law had his John Deere skid steer down here. We crushed all the groundhog holes. He leveled the gravel out mostly. I did a little shovel work, kind of filling in and stuff. This corner here never really had any because that's where there was a stack of pallets with a big jug of used vegetable oil on it. Anyway, I told Dad I'm not gonna put any more gravel against this outside wall. You can kind of see here in this corner how that bottom beam is pushing away from that post, how that one is at an angle. I don't know if it'll show up on camera or not, but and down here on this end, that bottom beam is sloping way down. Gap there, big gap there, so this post is sinking and this whole wall is pushing out. So the plan is next summer we'll get all the tractors back out, clean everything off that wall, see if I can get my brother-in-law, either him or let me borrow it, whatever, bring his mini excavator in here, pull all that gravel back, and then somehow figure out how to lift that wall and pull it in. There's a part of me that wants to lift it, pull it in, and then like with the sauna tube, cardboard tube things, because this, you kind of see it here, this beam here is sitting on big flat limestone flat stones. That's what the whole foundation of this thing is, was just a row of stones all the way around. Over time, these beams, since we took the crib out, there's not really much holding it together side to side. There really probably ought to be some kind of something from maybe middle of there up to there on both sides to help tie that, to keep it from kicking out. But I think we want to dig it out, definitely get it lifted back up, and then figure out what we're going to put back under the posts to re-secure that wall. I told Dad it might be quicker and easier to call the Amish and see what they'd charge to fix it. He threw a number out. I think it's low, but it still might be cheaper and easier to have them come through their post and beam construction knowledge at it. Anyway, so I'm getting ready to put tractors back in. My burned out 39R I think is going to go there. I think the Z that's got the corn planter on it is going to go there. And then if I can get Dad to help me pull start, I think I'm going to put my JT, or my daughter's JT, right there. But over here on this side, again, we're all cleaned out. I got some flat paver stones. I'm going to back the planter in here, put the pavers under the packing wheels and the disc openers, so it's not sitting right in this gravel, because the limestone can be a little acidic on the steel. And then we'll just unhook the corn planter back there, then it'll be out of the way. So anyway, sounds like Dad's coming. I'll be back. All right, that was weird. Camera messed up when I tried to turn it back on after putting gas in the old girl. As I was pouring gas in, it started bubbling, and you can see the old sediment bowl's full again. So let's see what happens. Yeah, choker again. Well, there we go. I think I'm gonna knock this one in the head. I got a buddy looking for a rear end. I got 3 of these. I don't need 3. I really like these back wheels. I I've got a 445 that needs a good set of matched wheels. Those just might be the ones. Anywho, something else I want to do, I want to take that hood off and get my straight pipe, because it goes down there on the ZB. I'd like to put the muffler that's on the ZB on this thing for funsies. All right, get over here, see? All right, no. Let's see. Upsy daisy, that ought to be enough. 2 gear. And away we go. So, I haven't done videos in quite a while because, well, since about the time I put these all out here, I don't even remember when I did that. I had to back and look at videos. But starting sometime mid-September, I got to feeling bad. Upset stomach and headache. Random low-grade fever. I mean, like, just not be doing anything, sitting at my desk. Feel like someone had just turned the furnace on high. Go check. Feel like 99.1. Go back down. Watch another YouTube or whatever. Say, huh, I feel different. Go back up, check the temperature again. 98.6. You know, just like that, just randomly. Just, my wife said, welcome to hot flashes. Now you know how women feel. Anyway, been to see, I work for a healthcare provider, and we got clinics, kind of like your Minute Clinic and CVS, whatever. Anyway, I've been to I've been, I think 5 times now altogether. 3 different providers, just because of whoever was available where I was at when I was there. Because we got, I know the facilities I take care of, I've got 1, 2, 3, I think I've got 4 different clinics I can go to. Anyway, guy I saw, let's see, today's Saturday, the 8th, saw a guy, oh, hold on a minute, I gotta drive. Saw a guy, well, I saw him this Tuesday, I saw him a week ago Tuesday, and he tested me for, funny, several different people kept mentioning mono, but no one, except for the people, the professionals I was actually seeing to get tested, whatever. Anyway, this past Tuesday, Hobie finally tested me for mono and for all the stuff with my brother and the cats and whatnot. Anyway, I did come back positive for mono and positive for one of the cat diseases. Well, I came back, the test for the cat disease said that I had at least had it. Didn't say I had it actively now, but anyhow, I'm on the road to recover. I feel a lot better, at least good enough. My wife let me come down and play with the tractor. So anyway, we're lined up to go in there, but I don't think, because I don't have GoPro or none of that fancy stuff. I just got an old handheld camcorder. I'm gonna have to set you down so I can get this back in where I want it, and then we'll show you the results once we're parked. And then we'll get these chains off, pull the pin up the front, and then we'll get this thing back in the barn. So, anyway, I'll be back. All right, I don't want to happen there again. Camera decided to freak out again, I guess. I don't know. All right, so here's what we got. I guess it's just gonna sit up on the runners. That's fine, whatever. Huh. Breather off of something. I don't know. Check it there in the scrap metal pile. So anyway, this is where we're at. So we have to pull that pin. Probably ought to put something in there to not lose that. And let's get the chain out of the way. It's not how this is supposed to work. I know I've said it's supposed to use these rods, but you can see how much too long they are. And that's like 18 inches at least. The only thing anyway, before my battery completely dies, the only thing I can figure is that this is for an R, because the R transmission's shorter. That would move this further back, move this whole thing further back, give you a whole lot more clearance here. So anyway, my battery is going to die. I didn't bring my charging cord, so we'll probably finish the day charging. Yeah, I don't know, we may run up the house, see if Mom and Dad's got an old cell phone charger that's got the right USB type plugs. Otherwise, we'll be filming the rest of the day on the old iPhone. Anyway, I'll be back. All right, ZA is in the barn. And, quick before the battery dies, corn planter, if you can see it in the dark, is in the barn. Maybe not exactly where I want it, but I don't know. You can see with the tire tracks. Best I could do, so we'll call it good enough. All right, got old Smokey put away. Looks like I got some schmutz on the lens. That's more better. Maybe not, I don't know. All right, barn fire 3940 something R. 39 front half and sheet metal. The rear end's actually a 40 something, because apparently they had problems with the rear end. Anyway, we got our tractor mover hooked up, chained the front end. I got the two ZAs backed into the corner of the shed. I'll show you that when I get out there. No point in, you've seen me drag this thing. If you haven't, go back and watch videos of me backing it in, putting it in, whatever. It's going to go between them because being that it's a smaller tractor, no tires on the back sticking out, it's quite, I do have a drawbar sticking out. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see how far we can get. Hopefully we can get it backed a good ways back in the barn, so we got more room to get the next two that are going to nose in between it and the two ZAs. Anyway, I don't know how long the battery's going to last. Got on the charger in the truck. Seemed to charge up a lot quicker than I thought. So anyway, I'll bring you back when I got this one in the barn. All right, I should have put this thing on the charger while I was messing with the camera, that is, while I was messing with old 60 here. She's 12 volt battery in her. It's supposed to be a 6 volt, but it ain't. I don't know. I'm gonna talk to my favorite auto electric place and see. It's just got a cutout on the generator. See if we can get a 12 volt cutout. See if there's anything we got to do to the generator. What are you doing there? Are you that low? It's out of gas. Put the 12 volt in it. When I finally got the crank, because the dirty battery cables didn't have no spark in it. So I started keeping a strip of 400 grit emery in my wallet. I think we're in low gear because it didn't want to go in any of the others. Anyway, I don't know, half a dozen passes with the emery with the gritty side out. Folded it the other way, and a couple of passes to clean the crap out. Cranked on her a little bit, choked out, and fired up. So anyway, I got both lights on this fender. I just noticed I've got the bracket for that light is in the toolbox. I just got to find, there's a little round spacer that's shaped to fit the, oh, it goes up here. Shaped, it's got that half moon because they put the headlights right there, the bolt for the headlight right in that. And the bracket might be shaped that way. It's the spacer that goes on the other side. Anyway, I told you I'd film you with the barn fire R, or yeah, well, I forgot. Anyway, think I'm going to call that good. Had about an inch of space on either side getting past axles and stuff. I agree with Dad. We need to get this one. I think if I can get a 6-volt cutout and that generator will work on 6-volt, maybe I'll have to take, or 12-volt I mean, if I get 12-volt cutout and that generator will work on 12-volt, we'll put different bulbs in the old lights. We'll just convert this thing to 12-volt and then we'll have us something. We'll have us something, friends, as Ross, the Oliver man, likes to say. And Ross, we would have something because it'd be an Oliver, and you'd be all about that. You wouldn't be all about us converting it to 12 volt. But anyhow, all right. I am not getting as far as I wanted. Oh, I'd like to put 2 or 3 more away, but in the interest of my health, I think I'm gonna try to tuck Grandpa's R up in there. I'd like to get my son's BG put in. I'd like to get my wife's R, BG, and the U. 3 more I'd like to get put away. Bad thing is I gotta carry that thing every time. Dad's mule is under the weather. It's got I don't know if it's a vacuum or there's a fuel pump on it that's got a line that goes to the crankcase. Anyway, it's not working, so he can't run me back and forth. So in the interest of not getting yelled at by Mama, I think I'm gonna hoof that thing back out, get Grandpa's R, see how I feel. Wow. Yeah, and then we'll go from there. I'll see how I feel after the R. Like I said, I'd like to get the BG put away because it's got such a nice paint job. Anyway, battery, we got to go, and we're blinking, so I got to get the camera back on the charger. I'll be back. All right, it took a little futzing. We got this little sweetheart going. Again, it's 6 volt. The 6 volt doesn't want to cooperate. So we stuck 12 volt in it because it spins it over like a dream. Actually, last time I worked on it, I had stuck we'll just go second gear, we're not in a hurry. I had stuck a good Napa commercial, like, I thought it was like their best 6 volt battery they had in it. Spun it over good, started, and that was awesome. Looks like I got a flat tire down there. Looks like it's just flat in one spot, but it'll be alright. You know what? Let's not ruin a tire. Can we back up? Nope, we're still in the second. There we go, that should be, we'll go back here. Let's go backwards. Because over there, in Cherry Bomb, I got 2 tanks of air. So, you know what? I got tanks of air. Let's not. Let's just go. That needs to be in the middle. It's a much better don't fall down and hurt yourself step if it's in the middle. Let's go over to Cherry Bomb. Let's grab a tank of air and a hose and stuff, and let's blow that tire up before we destroy the tube, which is probably already destroyed. Oh, anyhow. So, there's my hose. There's the do I need. Out-of-date tank. If you got time and a big wrench, you can get the propane valve out and put some reducer fittings and stuff. Gauges don't seem to hold up well in them because I dropped stuff on them. I about said shit. Anyhow, drop stuff on them and break them. Got two of these. I got this one, I got a green one. They both got broken gauges. All right. When I do this one-handed, I gotta hurry because I don't have water in it. I'll be back. All right, good enough. Sheesh, starting to smell a little warm, so. Let's go get her in the barn so we can get her shut off quick. Number 2 gear. Number 3 gear. There we go. Man, she just purrs. Again, it's 6 volt. In the interest of making everything easy, I want to see, because it's got an electronic voltage regulator for 6 volt on it. I want to see, while I'm seeing about to cut off from the 60, if maybe they got same kind of electronic voltage regulator in 12 volt. And that'd be an easy swap. Anyway, yeah, gauge is climbing. We got to get her there. And we're flat already. So that tube's jumping. So that kind of tells me where I'm gonna back this one at. We're gonna put it on this side over here, backed in front of the 60. So that'll be on the outside. So at a future date soon, I gotta get lights in there. Future date soon, I can jack that up, get that to my tire people. How slow will you go? Well, that's it. I think we're down on the stop. All right. How's this gonna work? Not very well. How are we doing? We don't know. You can't see nothing. You're not gonna be seeing anything now because it's fucking dark. Oh boy. All right. I'm gonna have to shut you off there and get this thing parked. That's why that was out of the way. You know what? Fuck it. All right. They're going to be coming out again soon anyhow. This is not where I want this one to live. last one of the night. I've been yelled at by Mama. Sorry about the loudness. Not really. You can go in 4 gear. Because I'm over slow poking around. Anyway, I've been yelled at by Mama because it's almost 6 o'clock and she wanted me to quit around 5. But this is the last one I really wanted to put away. I didn't back the BG all the way in. I got it really close and thought, well, this is done. I'm probably going to rearrange these things when I get feeling a little better anyway, maybe, or something. So, I shut it off right where it was. That may happen with the old U, I don't know. Still got 4 of them out in the field. 3 of them I want to put away. The one ZA, oh boy. Let's shut you off while I get back in the dark hole, because